problems around the corner. Boris faced huge snub as Brexit red tape makes British traders moan. Boris Johnson has been facing pressure from small British traders about the swathe of red tape they must tackle to continue importing and exporting to the European Union after Brexit. Boris Johnson has been facing criticism about the lack of information and certainty given to small traders about the bureaucratic changes they would face after Brexit. UK importers and exporters will face increasing red tape from January 1, 2022 to continue trading with the European Union, leaving Radion host Matthew Wright warning Britons were wrong to think the process of leaving the bloc is now over. A broadcaster said, "If soaring energy bills, rising inflation, and sinking wages aren't going to give you the New Year's blues, wait until I tell you about New Year's joy Brexit is going to be bringing us. If you're under the impression Boris Johnson got Brexit done at the start of this year, you'd be wrong. More problems with Brexit are just around the corner. Lorries could be delayed or refused entry to ports because UK firms aren't prepared for the extra red tape that's going to revolve around importing goods from the EU come midnight on New Year's Eve." Companies trading regularly with the European Union lamented the lack of details about the future relationship with the bloc through most of the negotiations between the UK and the EU. But despite the deal struck last December between the two sides, Mr. Wright argued small traders are still unclear about what is required of them and how they will fund the changes required to keep trading with the bloc. He continued, "UK companies must make customs declarations for goods imported. Importers and exporters will also have to draw up extra paperwork for drinks, food and products of animal origin to avoid tariffs and get a reduced rate of customs duty. But only 1 in 4 small British importers is ready for any of these changes. I kind of understand why, because some of the small traders don't have the time or the money to adjust to all this new red tape." But more pertinently, didn't the Brexiteers promise less bureaucracy, less red tape? In spite of the trade agreement struck last year, the UK and the EU remain at loggerheads over key aspects of the deal, including the protocol in place for Northern Ireland. Under the new arrangement, Belfast is the only nation of the UK to have remained in both the customs union and the single market. Thus projects transiting between the north and south of the island of Ireland are not subject to customs checks. The food industry is warning of more disruption to food supplies when new UK import rules take effect this Saturday. From 1 January, importers must make a full customs declaration on goods entering the UK from the EU or other countries. Traders will no longer be able to delay completing full import customs declarations for up to 175 days, a measure that was introduced to cope with the disruption of Brexit. The UK imports 5 times the amount of food than it exports to the EU, so, the potential for massive delays in food supply issues in January is high. Richard Harrow, the chief executive of the British Frozen Food Federation, warns new border controls on animal and plant products from the EU could see major delays at ports in the new year. Whilst the new UK rules will be introduced in stages, we are concerned that not enough planning has been done to ensure the new requirements are understood by everyone in the food supply chain, said Harrow. A good example of this is a new HMRC process called Goods Vehicle Management System, GVMS. The system is designed to enable HMRC to keep a track of loads containing meat and plant products in fast-moving roll-on roll-off ports such as Dover. The system requires haulage companies to pre-lodge the arrival of a load to the UK before it departs from the EU port of embarkation.